What's going on, guys? And today we will be taking a look at Redcon1 Energy by Redcon1. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Redcon1 is a sports fitness supplement brand. They make protein, pre-workouts, fat burners. They also have a line of apparel, which you guys have probably seen me wear in a bunch of my videos. And they have like weightlifting gloves, weight belts, things along those lines. A lot of just straight fitness products. And I've been using them since about 2019, and I've reviewed a bunch of their products before. One other thing I've reviewed a bunch of times before are energy drinks. So when Redcon1 announced their own line of energy drinks, I was very interested in trying these out. I have 3 flavors on display for us today. We have Cali Splash, we have Freedom Frost, and Vice City. Now, aside from the interesting flavor combinations, which, you might be wondering what a lot of these are. Cali Splash, what's Vice City, and what's Freedom Frost? Cali Splash, we're just going to go out here on a limb and say that so far out of the ones I've tried, is absolutely my favorite. Now, there's nothing wrong with these two. However, this just has a really cool tropical flavor. Vice City is kind of there, and Freedom Frost is kind of like your traditional Freedom Ice Pop. They've also had these 2 flavors within their pre-workouts and kind of like a bunch of their other supplements. Cali Splash, I don't think I've ever seen in any of their products. I don't know if this is a new flavor or I've just never ordered it before. But one thing about energy drinks is it's one thing for the interesting flavors, which obviously are what draw me in, but the ingredients. Now, you may think these are in the same line of energy drinks as Bang, as Reign, but they're really not. Because when we look at the ingredients, you have your 0 calories. But where Bang and Reign have 300 milligrams of caffeine, this only has 200 milligrams of caffeine coming from green coffee beans. And that, I think, is very important to mention because, obviously, everyone thinks of energy drinks as filled with sugar and caffeine. This does have no sugar in it as well. But I think 200 milligrams of caffeine is better than your 300 milligrams, and there's one reason why. The upper limit recommended for caffeine per day is kind of a max of 500 milligrams. And for someone like me who likes a cup of coffee, a couple cups of tea, as well as an energy drink, when you start off the day or have that 300 milligrams at any point within the day, you're already kind of reaching your upper limit. With 200 milligrams, you're already less than half. So you still can have that cup of coffee or those cups of tea like me without having to really worry about getting jittered out unless you have caffeine sensitivities. Now, this also touts to increase focus and concentration, boost mood, and supports metabolism. Now, you might be wondering how. So you do have 200 milligrams of alpha GPC, and I did have to research this because I really had no idea what alpha GPC did, but it's apparently really good for focus and just sustained concentration. You have L-carnitine in here, 1 gram, which L-carnitine is normally used to help metabolism, fat burning. 1 gram of taurine, which I believe that also does help with your metabolism. Taurine is a common ingredient within a lot of energy drinks. And you do have 100% of your daily value of vitamin B6, 1,000% of your daily value of B12, 100% of pantothenic acid. You have 2% of potassium in here. And overall, when we look at the ingredients, it's actually semi-clean compared to a lot of energy drinks because you have carbonated water, citric acid, L-carnitine, taurine, natural and artificial flavoring, potassium citrate, alpha-glycerolphosphochlorine, which is the alpha GPC. I've definitely butchered the scientific name of it. Coffee beans, sucralose. I'm not a big fan of artificial sweeteners, but I get why they're in here. Potassium sorbates for preservatives, sodium benzoate, which is also another preservative. You have asulfame potassium, calcium pantothenate, and pyridoxine HCl, as well as methylcobalamin. A lot of these scientific words that I know I butcher. Now, what have I realized over the last month of using these? Well, because you have your energy and your nootropics in here, it kind of really works out because nootropics are great just for that feel-good energy, to keep the serotonin boosted. Also gives you an energy that isn't necessarily the same thing as like a hyperness that caffeine can give you. Nootropics really help maintain focus, right? But having the caffeine in here does help as well. I do like the flavors. As I mentioned, Cali Splash definitely so far is my favorite. And when these things are ice cold, they're perfect for like study sessions, gaming sessions, before the gym if you don't want to take any pre-workout. And also, just overall, they taste great. Now, every can does support the military. Redcon1 is very big with supporting the military. And the only thing I could have really suggested to have in here was to have the electrolytes, kind of like Rain does. Bang doesn't have electrolytes in it. But just because if you're using this before like a fitness event, you kind of want to keep the hydration in here. But because this isn't full of sugar, there's no like really excess calories. You do have some potassium, which is an electrolyte, and it is zero sugar, as I mentioned. So it's not necessarily gonna fully dehydrate you. I just always love to have things that have that hydration factor when you have a lot of caffeine, because caffeine is a diuretic, so you know probably are gonna have to pee, but that's besides the point. So with the Redcon1 Energy, it's only been out on the market for like 2 to 3 months now. I've become a big fan of it. They actually sent me an extra case on accident and didn't want it back when I inquired about it. So that's how I ended up with Freedom Frost, because originally I only ordered Vice City and Cali Splash. So shout out to Redcon1 for that. I do have a discount code that I'm going to leave in the description below for anyone who does want to try any of their products. It's like a 20% off discount code. Redcon1 Energy is, honestly, it's becoming one of my favorite energy drinks just because it's not full of sugar. And it does have your vitamins. It does help increase concentration. I am a big fan of the Alpha GPC. I was kind of skeptical as to what that was going to be when I was reading up on it. And it seems like I have a neighbor whose car alarm is going off, so that's always fun. But yeah, Redcon1 Energy, guys, check it out. If you're a big fan of those fitness energy drinks like the C4 Energy, the Bang, the Rain, I think this will be right up your alley. But I also do think the 200 milligrams of caffeine that's in here versus sometimes I've seen up to like 400 milligrams. I personally think that's excessive. Everything that they have in here, I've taken this before the gym. I've taken this just before work. And it's always kind of really good. So for what I've had so far, if I'm going to rate these, I don't want to give things perfect 10, so we'll go with like an 8.7. Flavors are really on point for what they are. Freedom Frost is the only one that I'm not like super big on, but I will drink it when it's nice and cold because it does go down smoothly. These things are kind of lightly carbonated, so they're not really going to make you burp like they do for me. But I'm happy Redcon1 came out with these. I've been waiting for something along these lines because it's a lot less hyperactiveness, I guess, than pre-workout won't give you because, there's no beta-alanine or anything. Like, I had thought when these first came out, I thought they were going to be kind of like an energy drink version of Total War, kind of like their ready-to-drinks are, but they're not. They're their own beast within themselves, and taking these before the gym, taking these before any activity that's going to require energy and focus, perfect, guys. So that's my little quick review of Redcon1 Energy. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below if you've had this yet, or if you're interested, and I can try to answer any questions you may have. As always, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, have a good one. See ya. Bye.